Right, so we're at Heaton's Bridge, which is a local pub. I'm not really going anywhere to show you anything or do anything. Just going on a little walk around the woods, and I had like I don't really know how to describe it. Just a desire to get out and film something. It's like an itch that needs scratching. What are these? Well, if I had to have a guess at what they were, I'd say they're probably brown roll rims. But yeah, as I say, not really out here for much. Just gonna have a little walk around the woods. It's a nice sunny afternoon. Well, late afternoon. I hope I get back before dark, but there's some deer in the woods. Hopefully we'll spot some. If not, then just a nice little walk around the woods. This path in the winter is horrendous. It's usually mud. Where you can see all this grass on the sides, it's usually just completely mud. Oh, this looks a bit treacherous. There we go. It's nice to have the sun out my eyes. For late October, there's a shocking amount of greenery still around. It's still quite warm as well. Gonna try and quieten my footfall just in hopes of stumbling across a deer. Last time I saw some deer, there were 3 of them just along this fence line here. And the first time I saw a deer in here about 2 years ago, I'll show you where it was later, but I literally turned around the corner, it was just stood there staring at me. Probably not very far away from me, about 4 or 5 metres at most. And here it is, the ever-present menace, Himalayan balsam. That's how short the roots are, but it wasn't this far out last year. Oh, scaring all the pigeons. I'm pretty sure that tree was upright last year as well. Be careful here. This is a bit of a swampy area, but if I remember correctly the path goes along this side here. A couple of big mushrooms here, no idea what they are. They look very oyster mushroom like, but I wouldn't take a chance on it. Especially because they're just growing out of some stuff in the ground. Oh, look at that. That's all the mycelium, that's the actual body of the mushroom. All this white stuff here, that's mycelium. You don't usually see it on wild mushrooms. Right, let's continue. But I've found oyster mushrooms in here before, but they usually grow directly on onto a tree. So I'll keep my eyes peeled. Might get something free for me tea. And yeah, this is more Himalayan balsam. Right, this is a swampy area, and I used to walk around that side of it, so I'm going to try and navigate through all this tangle. A lot of trees seem to fall down here each year, like this big tree going across, that wasn't here last year. We'll go around the left side. More mushroom, turkey tail. You see turkey tail everywhere. Ah, I realise where I am. So I've wandered into the big Himalayan balsam patch that was here last year. It seems to have spread a little, which is why it doesn't look too familiar. Plus it's got this tree's fallen across the path. We'll go around this tree. Well, I don't think there's any chance of me finding a deer today, not without how much dead wood and leaves there are on the floor, which is just not conducive to staying particularly quiet. Trying to figure out where everything was from last year. So the stream runs down that way and down to like a big sort of open swampy area. It's very open, you can barely see where the channels are, where the water's running. Let's try and get over to there. Yeah, this is the spot. There should be a pipe for me to walk across, but we'll see if my foot disappears in this ditch. No, it's not too wet, that's good. And this is the area I was talking about, it's quite flat. You can see it's infested with Himalayan balsam like everywhere else. There's no way to get rid of it all, it's absolutely insane. And this is like a swampy little ditchy path. which isn't too swampy today, thank God. And I don't know why, but whenever the camera's on I feel compelled to confess my sins. So this is where I was coming to shoot my air rifles before I was a part of an air rifle club. And this is the big plastic jerry can that I used to shoot at. Let's have a look. So while we're not allowed guns and air rifles aren't particularly powerful, do you think your skin's as thick as one of these? So they could do some serious damage, so it's a good reminder not to shoot them at people. Like, you can see where some of them have come through one side and almost come out the other. If you're ever shooting with air guns, don't treat them like toys, they are pretty dangerous. And these are from my air pistol, the ones that haven't quite made it all the way through. But still, they've made it far enough through that that would really hurt if it hit you. So, yeah, I'll restate it, don't be shooting air guns irresponsibly, because they could do some serious damage. Especially if you're hitting soft and squishy parts. It's an absolute nightmare. I suppose that's something I can show you. A different view from Scarisbrick Hall. And it's used as a school now, but it's well past school hours. And I think it's half term anyway, so I think it's quite safe to film. Well, yeah, aren't those kids lucky getting to go to school in such an amazing building? Next to sheep. There's no roads immediately by it, so there's nothing to distract them out the window. I'd love an opportunity to go and have a look around Scarisbrick Hall. It looks absolutely fantastic, but as I say, it's a school, so it's not like the place that you just walk up to and say, oh, can I have a look? Because the chances are it's a definite no. Who are you? Why are you at a school? We'll go back a very similar path just to get back out onto the canal. You can go around that tree line, but it's not great for walking, especially not walking and filming. Ooh. Tell you what, I'm warmer than I thought it would be. And is that the ditch? Oh, I'm a bit disorientated now. No, we must have to go further this way still. Ah yeah, there's this big fallen tree that we walked past on the way in. Yeah, that's the way we need to go over there. Just a little hop. I don't know if this video is particularly steady. I'm very sorry if it's not very steady, but the ground's not very even. Squirrels have been at the chestnuts. As I'm walking here, I can just feel loads of nutshells cracking under my feet. Oh, this looks like something promising. This looks like big grey oysters. Blue oysters maybe. Now that's a good find. Where there's one load of them, there's usually more. Let's have a quick look. What are our young uns looking like? They're all looking like they're getting eaten by slugs anyway, so if I'm going to take them, now's probably the opportunity. If I can get my fingers round it. There we go, come on. There we are. Nice big blue oysters. And because these are here, we've got a mushroom farm not far from where I'm staying. So I wonder if these are escaped spores that are kind of living under here. Oh my god, that's massive. There we go. There's the oysters. So I'm coming back to check here. How long do they take usually to fruit? So I'll come back here to get more of them in a week or so. Oh my god, look at that. How did I miss that? crazy haul of oyster mushrooms this, you know. Right, let's have a look. What can we find? Do you know what? I don't even want to take the whole thing. Obviously, I'm not gonna eat a mushroom that size. But have I got my knife with me? No. Right. If I leave this more than a day or two, this will cease to be here. Right. Let's take this big rotten looking one off. See what we can get. I think that's a good one. Oh my. No, that's too far gone. Oh, so was that. See, that's probably still edible, that. Looks in reasonable condition apart from this bottom half here. That's a little far gone for me. Starting to yellow a bit. The gills are starting to go over on themselves. This is insane. Well, I said I might get some tea tonight. I got some tea. Looks like we're having mushroom and something. Anyway, do I have anything to carry them in? I don't think I've even got anything to carry them in. Right. I'm taking... not going to be able to use a lot of it. I'll take them. These big chunky boys. That looks a little shredded on the bottom. So we'll leave that face down so its spores can still drop. That's an absolutely picture perfect oyster mushroom. These are a little more mature. Right, we'll take them without the stem. And again, that's pretty much unusable. Right, so we've got a couple of nice big bits of mushroom for me tea. I'll show you what I end up cooking with it. Not the freshest. I'm unsure about these bigger parts. I mean, as long as they're not rotten, it should be okay. It's not rotten up to about here. This one, well, this one just looks discoloured. That one looks like it's about to go, to be honest with you. Let's have a look at some more. Not too far. This looks like a nice, perfectly white bit, so I'll just rip off what I'm going to use. And that should do it. I don't think I'll be able to eat more than that. But yeah, as I was saying before, these are just the fruits of the organism, so it doesn't actually hurt the organism to pick bits off. And these are definitely big enough to have dropped spores, so I don't feel too bad about picking them. But if it was just those young ones, if it was just them, I might feel a bit more guilty because that might be hindering reproduction. But no, good haul. I was going to go and walk around the rest of the woods, but kind of want to get them home to the fridge. Oh, I'm sweating with excitement. So yeah, I'm going back to check there for mushrooms in the next day or two. And I knew there were oyster mushrooms around, there always are. Oh, even more. Look at them. Yeah, I've got to come back here. They're blue oysters, 100% blue. Look at the colour on them. They're beautiful. Absolutely spectacular. They will have matured in the next 3 or 4 days. I'll come back and check this log and not the other one. Get off me fruits. Get off me fruits. Right, these are my nice big chunks that I'm taking with me. Yeah, I mean they must be escapees from the local mushroom farm. I know they are native to Europe anyway, but you don't really see them in that many woodlands. Or I haven't when I've been walking around. So the fact that there's so many here so consistently makes me think that that's where they've probably come from. That tree was standing last year. Right, I wasn't planning this video to be a full uncut mushroom hunt. That's exactly what it's turned out to be. So I was going to go and explore that half of the woods, but I'm not going to anymore because I'm going home for something to eat. Yeah, I'm absolutely made up. Wasn't expecting to find mushrooms. Mushrooms is a nice bonus. Was hoping to find deer. We didn't see any deer, but it is what it is. You know what? This is exactly what I needed. I was feeling bored and fed up being stuck in the boat. I felt like I needed to get out and do something, and I couldn't be happier that I did. So that should pretty much conclude the video. I don't really have anything else to say or to do. And yeah, thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.